My dad's ashes are right here within walking distance, and that's all I need to know in my life. He keeps me on the straight and narrow. He makes me a good neighbor. He turned me on to the Bible, to respect for our military and police. And I took the rest, and I got friends with the juggalos and the street people and the environmental shit. I'm always walking down the line. I'm always going to support good cops. I'm always going to call bullshit on bad. So if you're bullshit, just don't tell me about it. I'm not trying to change you. I'm not internal affairs. Fuck that. You know, real juggalos and gangsters, thank God, feels good to be a gangster. I fucking am, because I don't carry a weapon. I don't need one. I don't worry about the black people in my town. I greet them with a smile. And I piss off a lot of people with a smile. I'm walking barefoot and this stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm king of these fucking streets. I'm the only one in Dennis. And I made, Dennis police a part of that epic story. They banned me at 6. Rather than being the town of SINNED, they turned it around. I want to be proud of Dennis. I love Dennis. Are you fucking kidding? We're a fighting town. We're Boston strong, damn it. And that's strong enough to say, man, I fucked up, man. I'm really fucking sorry. So that's the way I do that. And if you ever have beef or something, or fucking has a bad day, and you say something, and you say, fuck you, Skydog, hey, fuck you too, brother. It's like, take a hand. Whichever hand you want, that's what you get with me, man. I just reflect other people. I would not have started cigarettes even. I'm not even going to, but my friend has been out of them, and he's turned me on. He's the airborne guy, the sniper. He's had 14 kills, and he's been homeless before. We have a rich person in this town. Doesn't even mention anything. He owns half this fucking land. He fucking saw the need where elder services and VA and all these other people just fucking ignored him like they're doing with me and my furnace. This man bought a house. Well, he has tons of houses. He put this homeless guy who's on his land for 8 years, built a really incredible fucking in-ground survival thing. He was airborne, man. This guy was in the fucking sniper thing, taking off people. He really messed him up. And that's how we treat our veterans. And I've seen some cop, when he was like, oh, well, I have a deal with Stop and Shop. I go down there, they give me their old food and blah, blah, blah. He goes, oh, a deal? What do you give them? And I don't even remember the name. But sir, that was rude, man. That man fucking had 14 fucking kills for your freedom. And you're going to degrade him because he's dirty and he's coming out of the woods, being put in a home by a generous man who fucking bought him a home and doesn't even want the acknowledgement. Places around here are all named after him, and I won't even name him because I'm not trying to name drop. I don't know him, and I'm not asking him for a fucking dime. I wouldn't mind if he gave me a job or something, but I don't want nothing for free, man. I want to serve the community, help the addicts, tell them about how to get on benefits, how to get off drugs, when to seek help, if they need domestic violence. I wanted to feel good about DMH Joanne Groginger. Man, I wish you'd get good with me. That was wrong. Officer Gillett, I forgive you, but you are a fucking bastard. Straight up. If you ever take off the fucking badge and if there's no police retaliation, I will step in the ring with any one of you guys who thinks you're better than me. I don't care even that a guy... Oh, except for Mark. That dude I saw yesterday, that guy's a fucking mountain. Where'd you guys get him, man? I didn't know we grew him that big in fucking Dennis. Holy shit. I'm glad that ended on he's got a good heart, man. I fucking saw his smile. He's genuine too, man. Fucking your other dispatcher, I only fucking said, I apologize because of the woman behind the badge. I meant that. You've been a rude bitch to me many times. But, God bless you. And I walk for you too, man. I walk for, I played, you gave me shit for calling Steve Gammon, Sean. Fuck you, I've done so many I've played his memorial service so many times. I've been at more grave sites, more deathbeds, and more veterans, more cops, more paratroopers than you'll ever be graced to know. I worked with someone who stormed Normandy, man. God bless you. Judge not, lest ye shall not be judged. I'm also a minister. I'm very well versed in the Bible. Try Isaiah 11, 1 through 11. Try Mark. You've read all this stuff. I gave you all that fucking shit. You guys just laughed at you. Take my offerings, tell me to blow out the Jesus candle. You have the blood drives on Aleister Crowley's birthday. That's all on you guys, man. I still support you because I'm friend of the devil too. And if you're going to be the devil that gets into those fucking doors with the COs, bust them fentanyl people, fucking bashes a couple heads in the cruiser, you have my fucking blessing. Get them. I don't care if your dog bites them. I adopted sermos so you could get them. So you have heated canine kennels. So that if someone fucks with your dog, I want you guys all to have cams. Not so that people like me can try to fucking file lawsuits when you fucking ransack my home. But so that when you get a good bus, someone's not crying police brutality. He planted that shit there. No. You guys have the doubt of credibility in a court of law that so many of your good cases get dropped because of the shady shit you do. And I'm trying to say I support you guys. Did I drop all beef with you? I should not have been in the wrong, okay? But you guys were in the wrong too. I hope one day you make it up to me. You can never make up the pain and the loss of my wives and everything I lost. John's inheritance, $300,000 home. That's paying dues. I just want to be a bluesman, an artist, and a writer with free speech without fear of police retaliation. Now I have that. Thank you, Dennis Police. Thank you, Dennis Fire Department. You bastard who put out my fucking fire too. I walked you barefoot. Why don't you walk two of your mighty me hands barefoot, then just say, hey, I'm sorry about that. All's forgiven. I'll take off any karmic blessings. But you better realize that the last karmic blessing I did, an innocent bench got shot at Jason's. I think Sergeant Troy knows about that. Sergeant Troy, I'm sorry too for my attitude that day. I've actually known a little bit about you and reading on the police thing. You're a decent guy, and I'm sorry I misjudged you, Sergeant Troy. And a few of you out there too. I think I was wrong about Bill Sullivan too. I was not wrong about Officer Martin. That guy was aces from the start. Tibbet, Jared, yep. Fucking Miranda, you're okay. I wish you'd be a little more transparent when dealing with my bet. And that shit with Dennis Housing Authority, you guys should not have done that. You guys hurt me so bad with that. That would, pain and suffering alone would be worth a few $100,000 if I want to fucking I can't even find a lawyer, so I'm not going to bother, man. It's all free, man. You know how many people lost so much more dying for our country? You know how much blood I shed that doesn't even fucking matter? You know how badly that hurt after a week after donating a pint of blood for after a shark victim, just to be told that I sliced my wrist? Where? There's no things. That's why it doesn't stay in court. Because every time you guys press false charges on me, the first thing I say to a court appointed is, holy shit. When I was seeing my attorney, I said I reported that shit. I go, the only thing, I know it looks bad, I go, the only thing in my defense is had I punched my mother in the face, this was a month later, I finally got my court appointed. I go, had I punched my mother in the face, I would have just stopped punching by about this morning. I go, I know that sounds terrible, but I mean, I never would punch a woman. She goes, I believe you. Say, mom recanted, but the DA keeps on going through stuff. So I just, I love the courts. The courts take all the shit that the cops try to fucking pin on you, they shake out the gems, and they get the real junkies in there. I had a heroin dealer threaten my life. You guys sent me to a psych ward. I didn't need to be there. I already knew the dangers of meth. But let me tell you something. I saw a meth person with his face all melted off. You guys put me in the hard to sit out with the guy who had that done to him. The last 3 sections of taxpayer money on Mass Health for every EMT, for everyone who jammed me with Haldol, all that shit. There was a suicidal person or a rape victim that was not getting to bed. That's what I have an issue with. When you frame people like me that really have the police heart and mind, you really do fucking, you hurt people that were victims anyhow. Same with mentally ill, when Trump talks about the disabled like we're less, bullshit. Stephen Hawking, even I have so many much greater, bigger brains than, this is called giving it back, Trump. This is not the buck pass stops here. That's a perfect rose. I'm leaving for my daddy because he served our nation. And you're the lead singer of our nation. These chicks don't even know the name of your band, but it's still fucking America. And you take someone like me out of it, and God bless Amma, okay? Because I'm Eric, and I'm saying fucking up and out of this bitch if you don't fucking straighten up. Amen.